Jared literally just sat down before I hit the button. Welcome to another episode of The Sound. I am Kevin Harris.
And I am Jared Seymour, running a tight timeline today. Let's just put it like that.
I hear you. This is kind of like a special episode. We kind of threw this one together real quick. We still will have the grudge match, but Raelyn Nelson is going to be joining us from the Raelyn Nelson band, and she is known for her own music, but she is also the granddaughter of Willie Nelson, and she will be playing the Battlefield Bar in Chalmette on tomorrow, as a matter of fact. And then Saturday, she's going to be playing in downtown Ocean Springs.
Nice.
As part of the some fest is going on. I'm trying to remember. Her social media booking agent person kind of gave me the info, and I'm trying to remember exactly what the fest is, but it is downtown Ocean Springs. It's tied in with one of the breweries. So she'll be playing that. So
it'd be Craft Advisory if it's in.
No. See, now
that's all right. We'll figure it out.
Just chat for a minute. I will tell you exactly what it is.
Okay, I can chat for a minute. Hopefully everybody's doing well tonight. I see the viewers starting to pop in. Kevin, we got to get you another light because when you change the screen, you look like the Emperor from Star Wars. We got to get this figured out.
I like it.
Yeah. But no, man, hopefully everybody's doing well. We've been bringing you some killer new music lately on the app. If you haven't downloaded that already, please go do it on the App Store or Google Play. Just type in the Sound 228. If you haven't checked out the website in a while, just go to the sound228.com. You can listen to the radio station there where all the bands that we've been featuring are located. You can listen to it there. You can see the new album reviews that all of our sound Facebook admins have been doing some really, really great write-ups on a lot of the new music that's coming out right now that you need to be aware of. The music is out there. It's just like Kevin and I always talk about. It's just a matter of cutting through all of it and finding the new music and finding these new bands. And that's hopefully what we're doing here at the show, is bringing some of these bands to light, letting you hear them. Also, we do a terrible job of this, Kevin, don't we? You can text us to 228-641-1648. It's just another way to get in touch with us, to keep in contact. We share show information as far as like live concert events. We'll text it out through the community, give you first access to the ability to buy tickets. We also created a Discord. If you're into that app and you use that app, look up the Sound 228. Kevin hates it.
It's not that I hate it. I just
don't like it.
By the way, it's Lost Fest, the Lost Spring Brewing Company.
Okay, not familiar. I don't know. I'll check that out.
So that's where she's playing this weekend.
Check us out on Discord if you're on there. We got some Matt's in there with us, Matt James, and we're just chatting. It's always just talking music, you know. So that's just, again, another way to stay in touch. And if you're on the Sound228 .com, go check out the swag we got. We got t-shirts, we got hats, and what else we got, Kevin? I know your favorite. Support local music. I want to actually get one of those, but your favorite is the hashtag Jared fucked up one. So that's it's probably a hot item. We got teal, we got the classic red, but anyway, enough of that. There's many ways to get in touch with us, I guess was the point of that rant. But tonight we got the grudge match coming up. But we got to start the show off official. I could have done this already too. It's just not right unless we started out this way. So you're watching The Sound. Sweet. Is that star ticker up to date?
Jesse started right away, 5:30.
Dude, thank
you.
So
I did say tonight that the person who donated the most stars would get a prize.
Okay, that's a good idea. That almost sounds like we know how to market.
We will see how tonight goes with the star count, and whoever ends up with the most or giving the most stars, we will give them a prize. So we'll do it that way.
Let's get the grudge match rolling. What you think?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up on stars too at the same time. So yeah, so we got the grudge match, and of course our champion, returning champion, is Coldwards with their song "Stained on You," and their challenger tonight will be ready for this. Their challenger tonight will be a band or a gentleman that we will have on the show in May.
Okay.
So their challenger tonight will be Tommy Vexed and his band, The Lone Wolf, and we'll talk more about that show. That was a teaser right there.
Yeah. The Lone Wolf. I like that.
Yeah. So, and it's called "Cancel the King." His last song that we played on the radio station was "Trust the Science."
Yes.
And it was all about the vaccine and stuff like that. As you know, Tommy is a very political, outspoken person.
Which is why I love him.
Cancel the King. He hates cancel culture as well. So I don't know. Just listen to the song. You'll find it. You'll hear it in just a few minutes. But if you're ready to roll, if you don't know how it works, when we play that second video, we're going to pop up a poll. If you're on Facebook, you'll be able to vote for the poll, video number 1 or video number 2. If you're on YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, you can leave it in the comments, video number 1 or video number 2, and we will count that. And at the end of the show, we will announce the winner, and they will move on to the May 12th show as the champion. So there we go. You ready?
Love it. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here is video number 1. This is Coldwards. It's Stained on You. This is the grudge match, and you're watching the sound.
It's not the word I use. I ain't that, more like confused. At one time I was your muse, but years brought change and I did too. Something's different, I feel used. Once upon just plain in view. That's the image of me you had painted. Now I'm stained on you. Time I saw through you like rain, a cataclysm in the making. You're the ghost of all I hate. Praise turned into persecution, ways to make me do what you want on a basis I could forget you if I choose.
All right, so that was video. That's actually, I did that backwards.
I thought you did right before you were saying it, and I was like, I'm pretty sure they were on last week, but I'm usually wrong, so I didn't say anything.
I did that backwards. So that was the champion.
Yeah,
Coldwards, Stained on You.
Hey, that's okay.
So-
We're just mixing it up, keeping people on their toes, man.
Yeah, we got you, man.
I
We got you.
forgot about the breakdown at the end of that song, and
Yeah.
I dig that something about that kick drum when he goes into the chorus, man. It's pretty cool.
How do you move your feet that quick?
I don't know.
We're gonna ask Paul to be on the show just to ask him that question.
I think
Can
he
you-
practiced by like
Can you
trying to
put a
kill
camera down there and just film that for us, please?
trying to kill a bunch of ants.
Wow, really?
What?
Hashtag Kevin fucked up popped up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kevin. When you're in the hot seat like you are now, you know, the fans here on the sound, they're a loving bunch, but they're unforgiving. And I love that about them.
Oh, all right. Anyways, so thanks, guys.
Even Kevin
So
knows.
here is our challenger for the night. It is Tommy Vexed, also the Lone Wolf, which is the name of the band. This song is called Cancel the King. You'll see the video or see the poll pop up. It'll be your chance to vote video number 1 or video number 2. If you don't see the poll, just put it in the comments and we'll take care of you. But here it is. It is the Lone Wolf, Cancel the King. It is your challenger on the Grudge Match tonight, and you are watching the sound.
When your best is the bottom, when you're breathing a word so cold, when you're back, you'll know when you lost all control and the bottom gets old. Can't you see the walls inside your head telling you you're better off yourself? Cheating on your death, you threatened tonight to cancel the king. When you cast for the gospel, when you breathe every word you're told, when you don't come alone, 'cause you gave up your throne, when you swallow the blood. Can't you see the walls inside your head telling you you're better off yourself? Cheating by your death, you threatened tonight to cancel the king.
All right. So what'd you think, Jared?
I went
Or have
down.
you seen that one yet?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I went down a rabbit hole on his music. Which Kevin, how many songs does he have out as him? Well,
So he's done quite a few covers.
okay,
And he's got, I think, 3 out now, but I may have to look because the Lone Wolf, I think they've got 3. He may have a couple on his own, but
yeah,
he's got some good stuff going on.
dude can sing his ass off. He can sing a chorus like it's no tomorrow. So I don't know. I'm blown away by what he's doing, and I can't believe and can't wait to have him on the show and just talk everything, man. Talk about it's cool to see not only is he kicking ass in music too, but he's kind of planted his flag in the ground, if you want to say, like you mentioned, like he's not biting his tongue with his values and his beliefs, and I dig it, man.
Ain't no joke about that shit.
Yeah, I dig it.
So I'm gonna do it again because I'm proud of it. So yeah, May 16th, Tommy Vexed will be on the show, as well as Kingdom Collapse. So that's going to be a good show for us coming up on May 16th. And I see Raelyn is backstage.
Let's bring her in, man.
Okay, we'll bring her in. Okay.
So I'm sorry. No.
Nope. Too late.
Too late now. She's in.
Bring me in.
No.
In.
So I have a couple videos lined up. I was going to play a video, then bring you in, but
No,
we can play videos too. So
yeah.
Cheers.
Raelyn, how are you? Cheers.
Hey, cheers to you.
Cheers.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm doing great.
Yeah, wherever my Coke is, there it is.
Uh-huh.
So, Raelyn, I don't know if Jared knows this, but so a mutual friend of ours got us hooked up together, Thomas McCormick.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So
Agent Boy.
yes.
I call him Agent Boy because it's a long story, but basically someone was like, okay, Agent Boy to him in an email. So I just call him Agent Boy now. Yeah.
That's a good name for him. That's a good name for Thomas. I like that.
I like it.
Yeah, that's his name in my phone. And so when he calls, if my phone's on a Bluetooth, for some reason it'll be like, Mom's calling, or or something instead of a ring. And which is actually Ryan Sickler's laugh. So usually it's either that, but if it's on a Bluetooth, it'll say who's calling. So it'll go, Agent Boy is calling. Agent Boy is calling.
That's it. He is no longer Thomas to me.
There you go.
He is now Agent Boy.
Good.
No. So Raelyn, I told a story the other day, and I don't know. I'm hoping I was right in this story. So it was a few years back. And your grandfather, Willie, was playing at the IP Casino. And somebody let me in to see a little bit of a sound check. And I could swear I thought it was you that was with him playing on the piano in that. Oh, it was a few years back, but maybe I was wrong.
It would have been my Aunt Bobby, but my Aunt Bobby plays piano, or my Aunt Bobby actually just passed away not that long ago. But she, at the end of March, actually. And she played piano for him forever. They were the first member. She was the first member of his band. Yeah. And the very first band they were in together with her husband, who passed away many, many, many years ago. But anyway, I think it was Bud Fletcher and the Texans, I think was the first band, or the Playboys or something like that. But anyway, so it was my Aunt Bobby who was playing, but the fact that you think that it was me means so much, and it's probably just her saying hello to me. But she did have really long brown hair, kind of like
I got you.
All of the Nelson ladies.
I hear you. So tell us, you've got your own style going on. You've got some really good stuff. I picked out a couple songs. We were talking about going down rabbit holes. I went down rabbit holes. So my girlfriend Brandy was the one that told me about you the first time. She was your bartender when you played the Celtic in Pascagoula.
Okay.
And told me how much she loved you and all about it.
Yeah, she's cool.
So we're going to. So I went down a rabbit hole and I picked a couple of my favorites that I like to play tonight. But I kind of want to go through your musical journey from when you were younger, of course, being in a musical family, to where you're at now. Kind of take us through the origin story of Raelyn Nelson.
So my dad died when I was really young. My dad was Willie Nelson Jr. And my mom had quickly turned to religion. So she kind of kept me sheltered on only Papa Willie music, old country, or gospel Christian music. So really early on, that's all I was listening to. And it was mostly the Papa Willie stuff and Kitty Wells and Patsy Cline, and, Dolly, Loretta Lynn. Those are the ones I connected with. Yeah. So I didn't realize it at the time, but I was writing melodies in my head, but I was singing random shit, and I didn't understand that I was writing it. It took me a while to realize that, but I did take up playing guitar. My grandpa sent me my first guitar when I was 14, and it's my acoustic guitar that I play all my or I write all my songs on now. I play the ukulele in our band. I'll get to that in a minute, but started playing guitar and writing little bits and pieces of songs. And I got married really young, had babies, and was just continued to kind of write here and there. And then when I finished nursing my babies, I was like, I got to get out of the house. I need something to do. So I went and found a place to record the songs that I'd written, just to give myself a project that was something other than momming all the time, right? And I met JB, my music partner, guitar player, and he produces and all of our music, but met him through the Weed Guy. Are we allowed to say that on here?
Oh yeah. This is the internet. You can say whatever the hell you want.
Okay, cool. So we had a mutual friend through the Weed Guy. We were both getting weed from the same person, and he was like, I got a studio, just come over to my place and do it. So I did, and by the end of that first day, he was like, we should finish these songs. I got ideas. Let's put a combo together and just start trying to, have a band. Like, let's do this. And I was like, okay. I was like, oh, I must be really, really good, if he, but it slowly took like 3 or 4 years to kind of figure out what we were doing. He had his background is underground rock, like just in Nashville. He's well known. And so he grabbed his band that he's always played with to play with us. So it was this hybrid of rock and like, and their influences are like the Clash, the Ramones, Off, they have all these old punk rock influences. And then mine were Loretta Lynn, Papa Willie. So it is just kind of a mixture of that. I think Rolling Stone Country, when they first wrote about our song Brother, our video, they said it was like Loretta Lynn with Cheap Trick backing them. And I decided to play the ukulele because JB had just done do y'all know the band The Replacements?
Yes.
So he had done an all ukulele version of Replacement songs. And he had 6 or 7 ukuleles sitting around the studio. So when he was doing the, producing part of our songs, I'd pick them up and I was like, show me some chords. And I looked them up online. It's so easy to look up chords online, So I started looking them up and I was like, this is fun. I think it might be cool to play the ukulele. And he said, I got to figure out how to make it loud because it's a rock band, right? So they got a regular guitar amp and we plug it in and I basically play it like a guitar, but I can move around in it. I think it's different, and we're just trying to be different,
Yeah, you have to bring something new to the table, right? So that's cool. Yeah, ukulele. I like that.
Yeah, and a rock band. So yeah, and I like to write songs about what's going on in life. So I don't like to just sit down just to write a song. I just wait till something happens and I know a melody will come to me and I know something's going to come that'll spark because it just always does, I just wait for it. And I've done the writing session thing where you sit down and have to write a song, and I'm just not a fan. It's not real.
Natural.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does it feel forced when you have to do that?
Yeah, and you're writing about stuff that does. I don't know. I just like songs that feel like they came from a real spot and a real situation, whether you were in it or people around you were in it, or you saw it on TV. Whatever it is, it has to come from something, not just we're gonna write a song about cheating today.
Right.
And I don't know.
That's more of a product than art when it's done that way, right?
Yeah, and I hesitate to say it's not even art, but it's just not natural, real art, right? It's just
right. That's what I'm saying. It's more of a product. It's not actual art. You know what I mean? Art would be when you're sitting at home, wherever your peaceful place is at, thinking about whatever, going through an emotional state, and you express it through whatever instrument you have in your hand, your voice, your ukulele, your guitar. That's a song. That's art.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get it. Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're usually following a formula too. And I get it. I understand it. You know, let's do something that was similar to the last hit. I get that mentality. I understand why they do it. But it's just not as special, I think, as it is, like you said, when it's in that special place. And in that special place sometimes is driving around back roads, you know, just driving around. And even if I have a podcast on, my brain will sometimes zone out into its own thing. And there's something about, we talked about this a lot on our podcast, Music is Funny. You can listen to it wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. And, but like if you're in the shower and you're doing something that your brain already knows how to do, that's when the ideas come, you know?
Correct. It's almost like you have to have the, I don't know, like you're saying, half of your brain that does the functional task is occupied and it has to shut up and just do what it needs to be doing. Then the creative side can kind of drift off, you know?
That has to be it. That has to be it. Because I've seen it happens all the time. Even when it's just an idea, I'm sure people who don't sing or write jokes, you know, they have the same thing. It's just whatever they do, whatever their passion is, you know?
Correct. Did you growing up in your family, I don't want to say feel a pressure to be like write music, but like, were you around it all the time? Like all the time? Is it something that you look back on now and see that it was like, were you I think you mentioned this a minute ago, you were always kind of writing melodies in your head even before you realized that you were doing that?
Yeah. And
so it's all.
My grandpa was always on the road. He got big in 73, I think. And I wasn't born yet. So he was already huge when that's all I've ever known. And so I remember thinking he was really cool, you know, like everybody loves him. And I remember him being on stage and singing. My first show I was 2 months old at my first Papa Willie show. And so they've always taken me to see his shows when he would come through town, which luckily I live in Nashville. So he was here all the time. And I was able to, my mom would take me to go see him even after my dad died. So the way my mom and dad met was my dad was on the bus with Papa Willie and my mom was working at a radio station in Nashville as one of those promo chicks that wear short shorts and and cleavage and everything and throw t-shirts at you from a gun or something. I don't know. And Papa Willie stopped by the radio station to do what, you know, you do as an artist, talk to the radio guys. And my dad met my mom and they got married a year later here in Nashville. It was a big, huge deal in town. And then had me a year after that and then divorced a year later. And then my dad died when I was 7. He died in 91.
Ah, that's tough.
But yeah, went to Papa Willie shows my whole life. Never felt like I had to do it. But, and I was even nervous to send him songs, you know, but I did send, or to even tell him that I wanted to do it. It was just, you know, he's Willie fucking Nelson, as well as my grandpa, but still, you know, and, but I sent him the song. It was one of our first songs called The Moon Song. And I said, I've just written this song and I want you to sing and play on it. Or actually I said, I just want you to play on it. He just sang on it on his own, you know, will. He just did that for me. But in that conversation, he goes, yeah, I love it. He listened to the song, called me and said, yeah, I'll do it. Let's make it a world smash hit. And I was like, oh my God, if he thinks it could be a world smash hit, then this is going to go pretty well. But it's not a world smash hit yet, but he did sing and play on it. And oh my God, the first time I heard that coming through the speakers in our studio, I was just crying. You know, I've heard my grandpa's voice on, you know, a million times, but as soon as it was my song that he had written, and I don't know, it was just,
oh yeah, that's something special that to share with your grandpa, regardless of who he is, right? Music to music like that is beautiful. Yeah,
absolutely. So we're going to, so I picked 2 songs. So okay. I went deep on one of them just because it looked like it was so much fun to make the video. So we're going to play Sweetwater.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
as Jared would say, you can tell us nothing or you can tell us everything about the video or the song. So before we get into it, tell us a little bit about it.
So I started writing that song one day when JB and I were supposed to play something in Nashville, and we realized while we were sitting there that it wasn't going to happen, and so we just decided to start drinking. And the only thing they had there that I liked was Sweetwater 420s. You know those? That beer. And then I started writing it there, that Sweetwater's going down fast. We're sitting in the sun. I think I'll have another glass. It's summertime in Tennessee. I'm feeling pretty good. So I'll probably have 3. I had, that while we were sitting there. Never did. And then, just slowly started. Actually, the rest of that song came to me in the shower. And I wanted to parody, or not parody, I guess like homage LFO Summer Girls somehow.
I got you.
So that's why it's like in the summer, in the summer, in the summer, and then how the verses start with summer, it's like that, so I was like an homage to them and me being, 14 years old and loving LFO and that song. But anyway, that's where that came from. And then we decided to make fun of Luke Bryan and Jason Aldean and Florida Georgia Line, I think, are the 3 that we.
So I will tell you that's the beginning. That's the beginning of the video, and I kind of edited that out to shorten it up just a little bit to play it. But basically, the beginning of the video is you guys talking on the phone, trying to figure out the video concept, and you're clicking on Florida Georgia Line and Luke Bryan and all of that, and it's actually pretty funny.
Yeah,
so, we're gonna go ahead and roll into it. Here is Sweetwater. It's the Raelyn Nelson Band, and you're watching The Sound.
What in the world, Travis? What are y'all doing out here, man?
Well, Kenny Nelson Ben got stuck in a tree.
What are you trying to jump a tree for, Kenny?
Man, that's just how he rolls.
Well, there's plenty of room and a party in the back, y'all.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, come on.
And that Sweetwater is going down fast, sitting in the sun. Think I'll have another glass and it's summertime. Tennessee, feeling pretty good, so I'll probably have 3. Well, summertime's here and summertime brings summertime friends doing summertime things. There's summertime heat and summertime sweat. Summer like me and her
Nah.
It looks like you guys had so much fun.
Oh my god, I haven't seen that in so long. There was a lot of green screen tricks in there, and my children were so young. Those were my kids.
Those were your kids, okay.
Not all of them. There were my kids and their friends, but yeah, my boys are 15 now.
Oh, and wow.
My daughter's 12, almost 13. Yeah, that was so long ago. But
it was fun watching it and then looking down at you and you seeing certain things and just start laughing.
Yeah.
Because I just remember doing it, and that it took us like at least 10 shots for us to get that when it exploded behind us for us to go, and we're going 1, 2, 3, It's just silly.
That was good. I could hear the LFO reference that you made, like because you said that, you know, I could really hear that.
Yeah. And I would never make a video that was. I could never write songs like Florida Georgia Line and them. I just couldn't do it. I mean, they probably don't even write those songs, so I shouldn't be talking shit. But it's just they seem like not natural art, like we were talking about. So. And at that time, everybody here in Nashville just loved bro country. I mean, it's still kind of big, you know.
I've been to Nashville twice. I like that place. I'm not gonna say I know it. You know, I've only been 2 times, but what I did experience, I really liked.
Well, downtown,
he experienced the liquor is what he experienced.
Oh, that's also true too. I ended up in Kid Rock's bar a couple times.
Now, see, I went down to Kid Rock bar not too long ago, it was just a couple weeks ago, and that place was fun. It was fun, and then all of them have their own little, you know, bars down there. Blake Shelton has one.
Yep.
Jimmy Buffett, all of them. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've been to Nashville one time, and I was in Gatlinburg and decided to drive to Nashville to surprise a friend of mine who has a restaurant there. And I got so sick. I got there, drove around like for 10 minutes and then had to drive back because I couldn't. So that was my view of Nashville. It was about 10 minutes of driving around downtown. That was it.
How did you get sick?
I think it was, no. This was well before then. I think it was just going from South Mississippi into Gatlinburg in January and getting the cold. And
he didn't take his Flintstone vitamins. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what got him.
I did not take my Flintstone vitamins. Oh, it reminds me. Thank you. I got to go do that now.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
But so that was my experience with Nashville. So
where are you guys? In Mississippi, you said?
I'm in Biloxi.
He's in Biloxi, and I'm actually in Pensacola, Florida.
Okay. Yeah. My ex-husband has family in Pensacola.
Oh, okay.
There. Yeah.
I love it here.
Down by the Navy base.
Yeah, well, I'm not down by the Navy base, but yeah, down by the Navy base. That's where my girlfriend works, down by the Navy base at a bar called World of Whiskey.
Nice.
Okay.
So, yeah. So you got some shows coming up down here, though. As a matter of fact, you are in Chalmette, Louisiana tomorrow.
Yeah, I leave really early in the morning to drive there.
And I think some friends of ours are playing that show with you, Party at the Moon Tower. I think they're playing it. So
Thomas raved about them, and
they are fun. They are fun. You're going to have a good time with them. So
we love those guys.
Yeah, so that's some good stuff. And then you come into the next day, you'll be in Ocean Springs, which is about 10 minutes from Jared's house.
Yeah, it's super close.
At the Lost Fest. Is that what it was?
Yep.
That's what you said. Yeah.
Lost Spring Brewing, maybe.
Yep.
Why am I drawing a blank on that, Kevin? I have no clue.
I don't know when Thomas told me that, because originally that show, because when I posted that you were going to be on the show, I originally posted, hey, she's playing Chalmette on Friday, and then she's playing the Cannery on Saturday. And then Thomas was like, no, she's not playing the Cannery. She's doing Lost Fest because the Cannery show fell through or whatever it was. So I was like, oh, well, damn, let me go change this real quick. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm going to look at
first. That's the first I had heard of it. So be interesting.
So you yeah, exactly. She's like, I'll just be wherever I'm told to be. Exactly.
I'll be there to play. I think that night's with Wayward Jones.
Yes. Wayward Jones, Neon Moon.
Neon Moon. That's the other one.
What's it like now? What's it? Yeah, good job, Kevin. Because I don't. What's it like now? Playing shows and doing these, like mini tours and stuff with kids at older now. You've mentioned them a couple of times.
It's way easier. Way easier now. Yeah. But it's funny because before the pandemic, we were going out consistently every other weekend. Sometimes, every weekend in the summertime. And then the pandemic hits, and then so a year and a half goes by, we don't go anywhere, and then I start getting shows again, and I'm like, what the fuck, where you going, Mom? What are you doing? I'm like, remember that I used to do
Mom
this?
likes to rock. You don't remember?
Yeah. So now it's kind of, I get these like, that kind of thing, but only on the long runs. On weekend runs, they don't care. They go to their dad's every other weekend anyway. And actually, their dad is really cool. Him and I are good friends and co-parent pretty well. And his wife is awesome too. So if I need help, they're like, yeah, just bring them to the house. Because they're teenagers now, they can sit at the house by themselves for a few hours. I never worry about them when they're alone. The only thing I worry about is them fighting with each other. That is not my boys, because they're twins and they're tight. Them fighting with their sister is the only thing I worry about.
Do they ever go out with you? Do they ever come do the tour with you?
I haven't done that yet because it's hard to put mom mode.
Right.
I can't. If they're around, I can't not be in some sort of a mom mode, and I can't really rock out and party with everyone if I'm in mom mode. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
It's just,
yep.
I haven't figured that out yet, but they are starting to get older. They could come on if we had enough room, but I wouldn't want them. It's just smoky in the van, like there's just things that I want to wait.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's a time and a place for it, and it's not yet. So I get it for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They would like it for maybe 15 minutes, and then they'd be like, "Okay, this sucks." Yeah.
Yes. Where's the Xbox or the iPad or whatever? We're done.
Are we done?
Where do I plug in my Xbox?
Right. I have a 12-year-old, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Whenever they start talking about Overwatch or Minecraft or what's the new one? What's the Apex Legends, like Fortnite, all these things, I'm just like,
I have a 5-year-old, and the Minecraft is the jam on the 5-year-old's spectrum.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That sticks so for a while.
My kids are older.
Yeah. Kevin, you've already paid those dues.
Yes.
Yeah.
The worst I had was Lion King. So
yeah. Lion King.
So we're good. Yes, Lion King. Lion King is.
I was going to say, Kevin, don't you have a Lion King tattoo, right?
I have a Simba tattoo.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can.
What is that from? For your son or daughter?
Well, I have 3 daughters, and our favorite movie to watch was always The Lion King. And so I was at, believe it or not, it was like a Friday the 13th thing. So it was $13 tattoos, and I wasn't even going to get one. And I just happened to be there, and I saw the little Simba, and I went, you know what? That's a good representation of myself and my girls. So
there you go.
So I put it on there. So that I have a little Simba, the one that got painted onto the tree.
Oh, love it.
That's pretty cool.
Simba. Yeah.
Yep.
I remember that.
Yep.
So the next video we've got is weed and whiskey.
Yeah.
So what?
No, just play the video. I'm good. I'm still good.
You forgot about it again, didn't you?
I can get it. Just play the video.
Okay.
All right.
So weed and whiskey, of course, that was the song that I was introduced to your band originally with. Tell us about. I don't really think you need to tell us about weed and whiskey.
Yeah.
But tell us about weed
for
and
itself a bit.
Okay, so I mean, it's basically like, let's stop taking pills and just get back to smoking weed and drinking. Because my sister started losing a lot of friends with heroin overdoses and just opioid addiction. A lot of my friends lost people to it, so it's kind of that kind of an anthem, But also, I started writing it when, this is kind of a neat, I don't know if it's a neat story, but I get to name drop. Jamie Johnson was doing a lot of stuff with my family in Nashville, and he invited us to the studio. We go down there, and at the time now he's sober, but at the time he was drinking a lot of whiskey, and he had Jack Daniel's endorsement. So he had cases upon cases upon cases from ceiling to floor. I'm not exaggerating. Ceiling to floor, all the way around the entire studio. And so he gave us each a couple of whiskey bottles on the way out, a couple of Jack Daniels. So that winter I drank the whiskey that he had given me. And while drinking the whiskey that Jamie Johnson gave me, I started writing that melody where it's like whiskey, whiskey, And so then when it came time to write Weed and Whiskey, the real story is that there's a TV channel called We Know Whiskey TV, and they needed a theme song and asked if, paid us to write it. And so I was like, let's go with the theme. Since my sister's just lost 4 friends, let's go with the theme of No More Pills. Let's hear it for Weed and Whiskey, like make an anthem. Because I was like, I want to sing and play it too. I don't want this just to be for Weed Whiskey TV. Let's sing it and make it ours as well. So that's where I kind of pulled all that. And I was like, I still have that whiskey melody. And we just worked with that melody. And that's kind of what I remember about writing it. Other than that, it was just about, because I talk about coming from the South and, the Bible Belt, and we deal with the stigma of it being evil or bad, or, like you're not a good person if you smoke weed, which is ridiculous, So I kind of cover a lot of bases in that song that feel close to home,
Awesome. Well, we're going to play it right now. Here's Weed and Whiskey. Jared, go get the stuff that you're going to get. Weed and Whiskey. It is the Raelyn Nelson Band, and you are watching The Sound.
What are you doing?
You guys. Come on, I found this perfect spot. We have to go
We're supposed to be practicing a new song today.
Oh, we can practice in the truck on the way. Come on, let's go.
You're not driving.
Oh, no, I picked up Evan. Come on, he's in the truck. Come on, we gotta go. He'll drive. Come on. Okay, Evs, we're ready. Let's go.
Are you sure this is legal?
Yeah. Just follow the GPS on my phone. Everything's gonna be fine. Come on.
Are you with me?
Really?
Hey, Ed, can you give us a ride home?
Nope.
All right. I love it.
That was good.
Hey, what were you trying to go run around and get?
Jared,
right, so
go ahead.
I only got 50% of it, but Kevin and I, a while back, we got our, there's a candle company called Dirty Joe's here locally on the Gulf Coast, and they made us custom candles with our logo on it. You can see Getting Down with the Sound.
Oh, that's cool.
Us. Hold on. And it's a mic, and he made it look like kind of like a phallic symbol. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But we had 3 flavors. Our scents, I should say. One was vanilla, which I have one of those downstairs. The other one was weed, and the third one was whiskey, but we don't have any whiskey ones left. We sold those, so we had weed and whiskey candles. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to purchase that from you.
Oh, we'll send you one. You don't have to purchase anything. We'll send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, just
smell like weed, or does it cover up the weed smell?
No, it smells like weed.
Yeah, the whiskey one really smelled like whiskey.
Oh yeah, the whiskey one was.
It's close, but I wouldn't say it smells like, like weed, but the whiskey one really smelled like whiskey.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you'll you got our email address, just shoot me an address and we'll get Jared to send one out to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
thanks, you
so
guys.
if anybody's looking for Raelyn Nelson social media wise, where would they find you?
Raelyn Nelson Band on all the social media platforms, at Raelyn Nelson on Twitter, actually, because they don't let you do a long one. And website is Raelyn Nelson Band. Don't go to RaelynNelson.com. I just found out the other day, I was doing John Reap's country show, and he brought to my attention that when you go to RaelynNelson.com, it's like an escort site that I don't know, somebody's totally hacked into my thing. But
wow.
But yeah, so just go to RaelynNelsonBand.com and don't go to Raelyn Nelson. Or you could go to Raelyn Nelson and support those gals.
I mean, maybe somebody might be in the market for that. I mean, you don't ever know,
Yeah, get your jack off on.
That sounds like a whole different podcast right there.
Yeah, right. It does. It's a whole different combo there. So. No, thank you so much for jumping on here with us tonight. We love the tunes. Glad you're going to be swinging through our neck of the woods. That's awesome as well. Kevin, what you got, man?
No, I appreciate you. I know it was short notice.
Yeah.
Thomas had reached out, and we had a show Monday night or Thursday night. What night are we? Monday night. We had one Monday night, and it was already kind of full. And I was like, Jared, can we get another date in real quick? So. And I definitely wanted to get you on the show and chat with you a bit because I really, we're lean on the really heavy side of rock with this show, but
we love all music.
We love all music, and I just get a kick out. Like I said, I got caught down the rabbit hole listening to your stuff the other night on YouTube, and just kind of, I enjoyed the hell out of it.
My band guys they bring the rock. You know what I mean? That's totally them. They make me look really cool. Dudes love the music, even though it's, the bones of it, or it's just a really girly song. Boys love it because they rock it up for me. I'm really lucky. Thanks for having me.
Really good stuff. No,
Thanks
and like I tell,
spread the word about being
that's
there.
Right. That's what we're here for. And anytime you want to come back on the show, just let us know, and we'll put a show together and have you back on. So
I'll have Agent Boy reach out.
Yeah, Agent Boy. I'm telling you, I'm changing his name and my phone and everything to Agent Boy.
We have a great relationship with Agent Boy, so thank you.
Raelyn, thank you so much, and
thanks for having me.
Have fun this weekend. Hopefully, one of us will be able to make it out to see one of the shows.
Okay, well, make sure you say hi if you do. Okay.
Absolutely, we will do that. Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
You too.
She's cool.
Good stuff. Yes, very cool.
So speaking of cool, real quick, I got to do this. we got a couple shows we need to promote before we end up tonight. So let me throw this out real quick. Here we go, because this one's happening in a little over a week. Magnolia Bayou is coming back to the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and they're bringing friends with them. The band you saw at CPR Fest is hitting the juke joint April 30th with Magnolia Bayou. I'm gonna join the Baptist Church. Magnolia Bayou live at the Juke Joint in Ocean Springs on April 30th. Magnolia Bayou coming back to the Gulf Coast and bringing friends, the Lonely Ones. The Lonely Ones at the Juke Joint April 30th. Magnolia Bayou and the Lonely Ones, April 30th at the Juke Joint in downtown Ocean Springs. Get your tickets now at msjukejoint.com. So that's happening on June 30th. And the cool thing about the Lonely Ones...
April
30th. I'm sorry.
June 30th is my birthday, Kevin.
Yeah, oh, here we go. So we got to make sure we do a show. April 30th, a Saturday night at the Juke Joint. And the cool thing about the Lonely Ones was one of our first off-site interviews we did when they were Boba Flex.
Yep.
And that song, the second song that was in that commercial, Eternal Sadness, is actually in our Grudge Match Hall of Fame.
Yes.
So, and then one more show. Tickets on sale tomorrow at 11 a.m. for this show. So, and the tickets are going to be available at thesound228.com. Friday night, August 5th, Kingdom Collapse returns to Biloxi. Friday night, August 5th at the Cannery Bar and Grill in Biloxi, it's Kingdom Collapse. Kingdom Collapse with special guest Awaken the Giant. Kingdom Collapse, Awaken the Giant, and from Mobile, Alabama, Rise the Phoenix. Kingdom Collapse, Awaken the Giant, and Rise the Phoenix live at the Cannery Bar and Grill, Shriners Boulevard in Biloxi, Friday night, August 5th. Tickets are $10 in advance, $15 at the door. Get your tickets in advance at thesound228.com. All right, so
that's going to be a party.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Tickets on sale tomorrow at 11 a.m. on our website at thesound228.com. There are also tickets available for a couple shows on that website as well, thesound228.com. May 7th, a week, 2 weeks from Saturday, you can see Transient, Worthy of the Crown, and Faking Solace live at the Cannery, and you can get those tickets for $8 at thesound228.com. Then you've got Post Profit with Falls from Grace, and it looks like another band, Candy Bone, will be joining everybody at that party at August 13th, which is 8 days after the Kingdom Collapse show. So the Cannery's starting to turn it up a little bit on the rock shows, and we've also got another one which the poster was too big for us to be able to put in here, but wrong one. Resume Game. That's coming up too. Resume Game tour with Artifice, Modern Mimes, and Envision is going to be happening June 17th at the Cannery as well. And that's a Wednesday night. So that's going to be a good one as well. So
yeah, the Cannery and the Juke Joint, two of the places around here locally that are always supporting all genres of music, period.
Absolutely.
I can't say enough good things about those guys, both places.
So, and then we've got some really good news coming up. So we've already got all of our May shows booked. So our May live shows, episodes of The Sound, we've got them booked. I just want to run them down for you because May is going to be a pretty big month for us. So May 12th will be the next episode, and we will have Raw and Above Snakes. They're going to be out on tour together. Above Snakes just finished the tour with From Ashes to New and Kingdom Collapse and whoever else was on that tour. Everybody was on that tour. So Above Snakes will be joining us, and Raw. They'll be out together. They're going to be joining us on that night to talk about the tour and all the stuff coming up. Then on the 16th, we have Tommy Vexed, the former lead singer of why'd I just draw a blank?
Bad
Wolves.
Yeah.
And then he's out on his own, the Lone Wolf, and he'll be joined by Kingdom Collapse, who is going to join us and talk about the upcoming tour for them, that they are on a break. So they were out with From Ashes to New with Above Snakes and all of that. And then they are going out with Adelita's Way. But between that, they're doing their own headlining tour, and we've got them coming through the cannery, and we're going to be talking about that. And then at the end of May, we've got Breathing Theory and Varsity. So we've got a pretty big month ahead. And knowing me, we'll probably have something added in there somewhere.
I feel like we could say our good buddies in Kingdom Collapse, right?
Yeah.
Right. We've met Varsity in Biloxi when they played. Great guys, super like just chill, easy to talk to, and then threw down. Was it break? I don't know the Breaking Theory guys yet, but we'll talk to them, right?
Breathing Theory, correct.
That's what I said. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. And then I want to ask, you got to remind me to ask Tommy about the head tattoo, because I'm thinking I didn't notice that. Put that flyer back up if you could, Kevin. That's a full head tattoo that he's got. Is that right? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
You think I should go with something like that?
Yeah. I think that'd be killer.
I can't pull it off like he can, man. There's no way.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could, man. I'm sure you could.
I'll talk to him.
So all of that's coming up in May. A lot of good stuff. Breathing Theory's new song just dropped. As a matter of fact, we played it on our radio station. We played it about 20 minutes ago. It was part of the Wake Up Music New Music Hour. It actually doesn't go to radio till next week, but we were able to play it tonight.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Thanks to those for partnering up with us and doing the hour like they're doing. We really are pumped about that. If you're not listening to the radio station, either on the website or through our app, you're missing out. It's a great, easy way. You don't have to look it up. You don't, right, Kevin? They don't have to go out and search or listen to YouTube playlists for 2 hours. Like, we curate the stuff and put it out through our radio station. Take a look, and maybe you run across a band you've never heard before. And we always say, go jump on their socials, give them a follow, give them a like, support. If you're a fan of music, I mean, that's just what technology can do for us nowadays, man. Let's take advantage of it.
Absolutely. And I think that's it.
I think it's it. I want to thank everybody in the comments before we jump out of here. Anne, as always, for being in the comments and hanging out. Another one of our admins that are writing. She's writing great reviews that are on the website. You can go check them out. And Kevin was in here earlier, who I can't see anymore. Let's see.
Right.
Cogman from Twitch. Am I reading that right, Kevin?
That's how I read it.
Yeah. Yeah. Post Profit is awesome. There's no debating that. I haven't seen them live yet, other than on YouTube. They did a live thing on YouTube.
Dustin didn't send it to you last night?
Well, no, I'm saying I've seen clips of them.
Right.
But I've never been in the crowd, is what I'm trying to say. We met them at the Wildcatter, and had them on the show as well. But anyway, looking forward to sharing the stage with those guys in August. So.
Yeah, so they were. I guess they were with Red Jumpsuit Apparatus last night.
Yeah, I did see that post.
And the guys from Awaken the Giant were there supporting them, and they sent us some video. Post Profit doing their thing last night. So
I can't say enough good stuff about these guys.
They're playing Rockville. Welcome to Rockville this year. So
yeah, again, can't say enough good about them. And the commercial you played earlier with Magnolia Bayou too, like. If you haven't heard of these guys yet, you've got to go listen to them, at least on Spotify or their social or whatever. And then once you fall in love, you got to go see them live. Hey. Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to throw that up. Thank you, man. That means the world to us. That's how you make Kevin and I stroke the ego there for us on the show, is when people tell us that they found out about a band like that, like Post Profit, through the show.
Absolutely. So the winner of the grudge match tonight, by one vote.
What?
One vote. And the winner goes to the Lone Wolf, Tommy Vexed. Cancel the King.
Damn, Tommy won it.
So Tommy won. So if I've timed it right, and let's just say out of curiosity that he keeps winning, the time he's on the show, he'll be going for the Hall of Fame.
You didn't plan that out, did you?
No, I honestly didn't. I wasn't even thinking like that until when I played it earlier. I went, wait a second, he's going to be on in a couple of weeks. Oh, wow. That could happen.
Could happen.
He only beat Coldwards by 1 vote. So
there you go.
That's good stuff, man.
They do.
That's why we like doing it. That's why we call it the Grudge Match, because it's not supposed to be an easy win. So
correct. And like we said before too, we don't put people in the Grudge Match that we don't like. It's not, this isn't some random generator thing that we're using. Kevin's picking these bands. I've suggested a couple of them that they're all bands that we dig and we're playing on the station.
Right. So yeah, the Lone Wolf, Cancel the King just got added to the station this week. So good stuff. All right. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
I think. All right, cool. You guys have a great one. We will talk to you again on the 12th of May, and it will be for that show right there, Raw and Above Snakes. It says May 16th on the flyer because I'm a fucking idiot, but it's May 12th. It is May 12th. Then I will redo the flyer and we will post it out and go from there. So,
other than the date being wrong, it looks good.
Yeah. So what's this? I still would like to be on the show. So, we're going to do a whole show of just the admins and our services group. So, and you're definitely going to be on a show. We just got to figure out what night's good for, because like tonight, Lisa couldn't be here and because she's going to the UK, and Matt couldn't be here because he's picking her up from the UK, from the airport. So,
I missed that. I didn't know she was flying over there.
Yeah, they're going. Okay. She went back over
again.
There. Yeah. Some shows and all that kind of good stuff. So, they couldn't be on tonight, but we'll get them next time. So,
sounds good.
You guys have a good night, and we'll talk to you May 12th. See ya.
Later.